Good morning. My name is Fawzi Junaidi, and today I'm going to talk about sleep. Sleep is so fundamental. You know, some people sleep very good, and good for them. And some others, cannot fall asleep, and some, wake up in the middle of the night. So these are things that happens to many of us. So the chances are that if this continues, you might go to find out what is going on, and then you might go to a medical site, to find out too, and then the chances are you will be told that you have a sleep, some kind of sleep condition. Okay, that insomnia in some cases, and that they will prescribe you, not prescribe you, they usually some kind of medication, and then and chances are that you might go to your doctor, and then you might tell him about the medication and these are your conditions, and he may even prescribe it to you. But is it really though? Simple thing as sleep. Okay, so today I'm just gonna talk about, okay, 4 things. Okay, I'm gonna tell you my take on this, okay, on sleep, right? The second thing I'm gonna talk about is how I corrected myself to these situations and what you can do in order to do the same. Okay, and then the third thing I want to talk about, how you may even lose weight in getting good night's sleep. Okay, and then the last thing I want to talk about is how technology is helping us do exactly the same thing, prepare us to get a good night's sleep. Okay, so before I go any further, please like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you can receive further notifications for the future subjects like these. Okay, so okay, now let's dig in. Okay, so I believed everything that everybody thinks. Okay, if you talk to your friend, they are going to say that, listen, you're not young anymore, you are getting older, so this is what happens. And then you wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and so these are, and then you might even believe this is what it is. So what I did, as a person, I always analyze what is going on, because your body the best. Okay, so I know my body the best, and so if I don't get a good night's sleep, I cannot function. I am a person who has plenty of energy for the entire day when I get a good night's sleep. So it is at my advantage to find out why I cannot sleep, right? So here, then what I did was, my focus was as to why am I not sleeping, okay? And then, the more I looked into it, the more I thought about it, I became aware of so many things that is happening to me, and I became a pro, honestly. And today, every night, I fall asleep on time, and I sleep throughout the night, and for the next day, I have plenty of energy. Okay, so now let's talk about some of the problems that I had. Okay, it is important, what you eat and drink before you sleep. Okay, if you, okay, so some of the things that affected my sleep was this. Okay, now, I would go to sleep and I would wake up in the middle of the night just because I turned and slept on my left arm. Okay, so the thing is, what used to happen was this, my left arm used to hurt. Okay, and then when your left arm hurts, you're automatically thinking it is heart related. I don't know whether it's a myth or whether you were told that, so I thought that okay, I have a heart situation. So what I did, I just went to the doctor, I was just talking to him about my left arm, and I said that I know that it's heart related, so what do I do? So, my doctor says, point blank, he said, no, it is not heart related. So then what could it be? Why am I having this pain, and why am I waking up in the middle of the night? So then when he ruled that out, he did not prescribe me any medication or anything like that. Then I said to myself, why is my arm aching? So the next day I was at my office. I was going to my office. My office door is a heavy door, so what I do is, I hold the handle, I turn the handle, obviously, and then, I would just push with my left arm, basically I would just move like that, right? And then what happens is, okay, so immediately, this time it hurt me. So then I just go like, oh my God, look what I'm doing. I'm just hitting it so hard, to open fast, and this is where the pain came from. Probably I broke some tendons, I don't know what it is. And then, so what I did was, every time I opened the door thereafter, I focused on how I opened the door. And, I would not bang on the door. I would just use my, handle and just push the door. Okay, so now, guess what? The pain went away. The pain was still there, but it was going away. It just went away. Okay, so now I could sleep on left or right, and guess what? I have no problem. I don't need to wake up. Okay, so the other thing was this. I used to, I would just fall asleep and then I'd just wake up with a heartburn. So then I, just like I said, I just pay attention. So what I did was, so every time I had a heartburn, what I would do is, I would just think, what did I eat or drink, or what did I do today? So what had happened was, so I would write down, okay, so today I took orange juice, and then I ate spaghetti, and then, I exercised, so I ran or whatever. I would just write down those things. And then, the next time when it happens to me, I would do the same exact thing, okay? But this time I didn't eat spaghetti, but I had orange juice, and I had eaten something else, okay? So I would write that down. And then the third time, okay, when it happened, I would do the same exact thing. So, now this time it was a totally different food. And then, my doing whatever that I did during the day was totally different also. But then, that was orange juice. So then, what? So in all three cases, I had orange juice. Okay, guess what happened? In the morning, I don't drink orange juice. So I said to myself, no, I need to have orange juice in my diet. So I used to take it at night. And guess what? And that's not good for me, and that created the heartburn. So, once I eliminated that, voila, I had no heartburn. Okay, so, and again, I was falling asleep very well. Okay, so the other thing is also, okay, so now this was orange juice, and then the arm was because, I was banging on the door. Okay, so now the third thing is, now this may be you, let's say your bed, maybe you have a bad mattress, so because you have a bad mattress, you are waking up in the middle of the night because, of the pressure points, it's doing that. Okay, I mean, if it is the case, if you suspect that it is your bed, just sleep on the floor for a couple of nights and see if you're waking up in the middle of the night. So that'll eliminate your bed problem. So if you slept good on the floor, on a hard surface, and then but you're waking up in the middle of the night in your bed, so it might be your bed mattress. The one other thing is also, I live in Florida. It's very hot outside, and so on a summer day, if I'm using a comforter or a thick blanket, and guess what? I'm just going to be hot in the middle of the night, even with the AC. I'm just going to be hot in the middle of the night. I'm just going to wake up, and guess what? Because I'm hot. So it is common sense, but sometimes we don't think of that. And then the next thing that could have happened to you was also this. Maybe you drank something just before you go to sleep, a lot of it, and that you need to get up to go to the bathroom. So if you so my take again on these things is this. Okay, if you analyze your situation as to why that happened, you always have the solid solution. You don't need to go to Google, or you don't need to go to the doctor, because you know your body the best. Okay, because but my doctor doesn't know what my body goes through on a daily basis. So why are you going to him when you could automatically find out these things to yourself. Okay, so that is my take on that. Okay, and now let's talk about how to correct these situations. Okay, how what I did thereafter. Okay, to correct these situations. You could have a healthy lifestyle. Okay, like meaning you would just go to you would either go to the gym, or you would exercise at home, or you just follow up some kind of exercise routine, and and maintain it on a regular basis. Okay, because when a body with good exercise is a good body. Okay, and then it'll perform good. Okay, so think about that. Okay, and then just before you sleep, okay, have a downtime. Don't get excited, don't do crazy things, and then go to sleep, because obviously it is gonna take you a longer time to sleep, and you might keep up for a long time, and that'll take off the number of hours that you're gonna sleep. Okay, so do that. And standing 12 hours is the norm. Okay, standing 12 hours is the norm. So let's say, you're seated, you're working, you're seated. Okay, so, after about 30 minutes, you have to wake up for at least a minute. Okay, this is what the recommended dosage is, okay, in terms of standing. So then, in doing that, 12 hours, you got to be standing up. So the chances are, if you're seated the entire day, your body is not very tired. So you are not going to be able to sleep at night. Okay, so the thing is, like, just do that. Okay, now, yes, okay, just give me a second. I'm just reading my notes. Okay, okay, and then the other thing is, if you're working at night, sleep during the day. Sleep good 4 to 5 hours. Don't just say that, oh no, I cannot fall asleep, I cannot sleep, so I'm just going to be doing other things. Okay, because you are degrading your body this way. And on your day off, even if you're working at night, on your day off, this is what you would do. You would sleep, you would keep up, and then just do your couple of hours in the morning, and then you will go to sleep at night. So so that way your body knows that the sleeping time is at night, but this is temporary, that you're working at night, so therefore you will get back to it eventually. Okay, so have, okay, the other part is this, have regular meals, because drink plenty of water. Okay, these are all important things, because just like I said, a good body will make you sleep if you keep it good. Okay, and then avoid caffeine. Just before you go to sleep, and then, avoid all the, energy drinks and so on, because, these are things that, these are beliefs that we have, to think that, okay, if I did that, then I can keep up. Or if I did this, I'm going to have energy. Okay. Okay, now, one of the things that can keep you up, not sleeping, is also, if you have, let's say, your financial commitments, and, you're going through a rough time, where you cannot, you cannot fall asleep because you're thinking about that, right? So if that happens to you, this is what you would do, just take care of that. Just go, like, have little plans, like for instance, okay, I'm just going to take up an extra part-time job, I'm just going to do extra things to minimize my financial burden, where my head is clear. Have a plan. Just having a plan alone will make you comfortable, make you put you at ease, where you wouldn't curtail your sleep. So the thing is, like, if you said to yourself, okay, I have this burden, I have this problem, instead of thinking about it, I'm going to do something about it. Take little steps. Take little steps where you're heading towards a goal, becoming, financially okay, where you don't have to think about that so much. Okay, so the next thing that I wanted to talk to you was, how, you can lose weight. I said that, you can lose weight. Okay, think about this, okay? When you don't sleep, you are tired. Okay, when you don't sleep, you're tired. So guess what you're gonna do? When you go to work, or you're tired, so you need to compensate your energy because you didn't get it out of sleep. So you had to compensate it with food. So you're gonna be constantly eating. Okay, so not only you're constantly eating, now remember, you're eating just to get your energy, but you also have to eat 3 times a day in order to continue that energy level. Okay, so in your case, because you didn't sleep, you are eating all the time. Okay, you know now let's say you're somebody, you're saying to myself, okay, that's pretty good, but but the thing is, guess what, I cannot fall asleep, so I have this condition. Okay, so it's always a condition, right? So what you're going to do is this, you are just going to go, okay, so you're going to sacrifice one day and do exercise. You're going to walk a lot, you're going to do exercise, and you're going to make your body, you're going to give your body so much exercise and work. Okay, your body is going to be tired, it would want to sleep, because this is natural. Okay, if you sit down, do nothing, you can't expect to sleep at night. Okay, if you sleep till late in the morning, and then the next night you cannot fall asleep, because this is obvious, because your body doesn't need that rest. But on the other hand, if you work your body the whole time, the whole day, you say to yourself, one day, this day I am gonna sacrifice my body to doing hard things. Okay, obviously you are gonna fall asleep. Okay, and let's say now you did that. Okay, somehow you did that and you managed to sleep. So next day you are going to have natural energy. Okay, obviously you're going to continue that energy with food, but then use that day, because you have energy, to exercise more. And basically what you're doing is you're creating a new habit. Okay, so now your body is adjusting to how you're thinking. Okay, so do that, and create a routine. Okay, and then so remember, your body, okay, your body adjusts to what you're thinking. So you're mentally, you're prepared, you're using your physical ability to do exercise, and you're continuing to eat regular food, regularly, eating 3 meals, and so your body is adjusting to what you are doing. Okay, so and this is gonna just, obviously this is gonna give you performance. Okay, and then the last thing that I said was how technology is gonna help you with this. Okay, now if you have an iPhone, iPhone has bedtime. If you have bedtime, you set your time, as to what time you're going to sleep, what time you're going to wake up. And this will also give you a downtime. It's gonna, you can set it up, your downtime to be 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or 30 minutes. So make use of the your cell phone, to do that. Okay, because when your body get used to doing the same thing at a certain time every day, it becomes a routine, and your body will ask for it. I'll give you an example. I always eat my breakfast before 9 o'clock. So if I didn't eat before 9, guess what my body is saying? It's telling me that I'm hungry. And then I eat my lunch before 1:30. So if I don't eat before 1:30, my body is just losing energy, and it's just telling me, listen, this is the time that I eat, but I haven't eaten. So and then I know if my energy level goes down, it's because of that. Okay, so the thing is, your body, needs that routine. Okay, so do that. And now if you have an Apple Watch, okay, the from Apple Series 5, they created that watch. It gives you many health benefits. I mean, it talks about your oxygen levels and all of that. All of those apps are there in that watch. But but one of the things is that you are you can sleep with the watch, and when you sleep with the watch, you'll be surprised to see how much information that gives you. Okay, so like I said that I sleep very good. So when I sleep with my watch, okay, what I look in the morning, and it just tells me, okay, I had a good night's sleep. I slept 7 hours or 6 hours or whatever that is. And then let's say on an occasional night that I didn't sleep very well, it is also going to give me, when it's a good night's sleep, it's a full clear bar. And then when I broke my sleep, it's just going to have many lines. Okay, so now this way it is telling me I didn't sleep very well. So what I do, what I would do at that point is this. Okay, I would just look at what I did the previous day. Okay, and then I would say to myself, okay, wait a second, I ate this, I drank my tea, I drank a tea at this time, and so on. Okay, so whatever that is. Okay, so just I would just think about it. I remember normally, so I don't need to write down now, because my body is used to, so I don't write down, but I think about it, and then the next time it happens, I go back to that, and I just select what is the common denominator there. Okay, now if it was that I drank tea at a certain time after 8 o'clock, after 9 o'clock, or if I ate something, I would know that will be the common denominator, and I would avoid that. So there was a time that I would drink a tea after 8 o'clock, and guess what, I couldn't fall asleep. So then I said to myself, wait a second, if I'm just going to drink after dinner, it better be before 8 o'clock. But if I drank it before 8 o'clock, and I've also known that, it let me sleep. So that, and you don't have to write these things down for years. No, you just have to write it down for 1, 2, 3 weeks. And once you know what is going on, you can adjust to that. Okay, now don't drink energy drinks, and don't take pills, because those are things, you may justify yourself, yes, that does give you energy, that does make you sleep, yes, but but these are things that you don't want to do. In order to, you have to get the natural way and not the artificial way. So so remember, so it is important that you sleep naturally, not just taking pills. I mean, those are things that are made, obviously to make money, but not your best interest in heart. It's a temporary solution and not a permanent one. I hope, look, my explanation could be a little bit, not very good, but if you paid attention and take some of the contents, okay, it would make sense to you. And something, it has made sense to me. Okay, like from not sleeping, waking up in the middle of the night, I can give you more examples to those things, but I don't want to go too long here. So therefore, if you paid attention to these things, your body will just perform, and it will perform to your ability and your liking. Okay, so I hope this was helpful to you. Okay, and like I said, please subscribe to my channel, and I talk about things like this all the time, and I wish you the best of luck in getting a good night's sleep. Thank you.